Hello, I've missed you so much. My name's Phil, and I have become the one thing that I do to unfuck the planet is I eat less red meat. And it kind of surprises me that I've ended up there because a lentil eating, rainbow wearing hippie, I was born and bred a physics nerd, right? And you know the native diet of the physics nerd is cheap meat lovers pizza, home brand Doritos and Fanta. It's nice and fizzy so you can do good burps. So, but what happened was my wife wrote a book about the environment. She went and studied the environment. She did a master's, and she wrote a book called Green is Good. And in it, she evaluated what were the major parts of our footprint, what contributed the most. And unfortunately, it turned out that red meat is one of the worst. And this is back in the day before you could make up facts. You could just change your beliefs based on whether you didn't like vegetarian pizza. So, yeah, she presented me with these facts about farming cows and sheep. It takes a lot of land that could be the home for little cute furry bandicoots and numbats. It uses an... Thank you. Uses an awful lot of water, and most bizarrely, they fart. Now, look, it's not the farting bit that I object to because I think it's kind of cool that cows fart. It gives them a bit of personality. Like they're just standing around, not doing much. I mean, doesn't that seem like they're having a bit more fun? Hi, Buttercup, check this out. Oh my God, Lily, that was amazing. Anyhow, the cows of today, huh? But it's been good for me because it's forced me to, expand my horizons around food and face some of my fears, such as the fear of lentils. My mum never cooked them, and when I moved out and some housemates said, "Oh, we'll cook lentils," and I was like, "Oh." And there's these golden patties and they're going, "Oh, these are great, they're so good." So I thought, okay, I'll take a bite. Oh my God, can this possibly be sustainable food? It's so dry, it tastes like I'm eating wood chips from an old growth forest. My mouth is desertifying faster than the Sahara. I caught up with those guys recently and I said, I've changed, I eat lentils now. And, remember those patties that you guys all loved and I just couldn't handle? And they said, Nah, they were disgusting. We were just too embarrassed to tell you what shit cooks we were. So anyhow, what I do now, myself and my wife, she makes a lovely lentil salad. We get recipes off our friends, the ones who can actually cook, of vegetarian things. Some friends took us to a vegetarian restaurant. You know, one of those ones that does fake meat. I can't believe it's not bacon. I can't believe it's not chicken. Made of soy protein. And she says, "Oh, it's just like the real thing." It's 25 years since she tried the real thing. It's like my mate who hasn't had a girlfriend in 25 years. He says, "My blow-up doll's just like the real thing." Clearly that meditation's been helping because I've just achieved enlightenment. My mind's gone blank. Hope I haven't used my save line too early. So anyhow, I'm sitting there, and the catch is, of course, with the soy farming, that when they harvest the soy, there's actually a lot of little furry animals that get killed by the harvesting, which is kind of sad. Oh. So this I can't believe it's not chicken actually has a twist of numbat and a hint of bandicoot in it. Anyhow, they serve me up this off-white, stringy stuff, you know, with kind of flecks to try and make it look more real. And I'm just looking at it and thinking, oh my God, they spilled the veggie soup in the kitchen. And they're serving me, I can't believe it's not dishcloth they used to mop it up with. Tasted all right, but it's great that people are getting stuck in and trying to make eating less meat an attractive proposition. But they really could go a bit further, I think. You know, people want to feel special, want to feel adventurous. You know, they want to feel maybe regal. You know, what about, I can't believe it's not swan? Or maybe, you know, for the fun lovers, I can't believe it's not panda. Or I can't believe it's not platypus. Oh, that's gone a bit far, hasn't it? Don't you eat my... It's fake, right, guys? Oh, my goodness. And the amazing thing about these Australian mammals is that they actually lay eggs as well. So you could, like, do the breakfast set, the platypus breakfast set, platypus eggs and bacon. Or you could upgrade to the echidna set, comes with free toothpicks. All right, a big hand for those guys. Yeah, I've got a nice segue here. Let me just go and find it. I think it's over here somewhere. So I've heard that on the net you can buy a particularly special product, because there are some people who are really wanting to go for the ancient grains and the indigenous cultures. You know, the anthropologists like Rachel who go and study, they really want as close to the authentic experience. And you can buy on the net, for people like Rachel, I can't believe it's not human. Now there's a real paleo meal, isn't there? So I was having a quiet think to myself. Actually, probably we shouldn't be eating fake meat. We shouldn't be eating fake humans. I mean, it's a bit wrong, but actually, although cows have a big footprint, there's one animal on the planet that has an even bigger footprint. So, you know, we should. I'd never say it out loud, right? You know, because that would offend people, but. We've got to do something about the population on the planet. That's the biggest thing we could do. And I think it could really open a new age of appreciation for our fellow humans, you know? I'm loving the Chardonnay marinade on this Yarralumla public servant. This Canberra Raiders guy, I thought he'd be tough, but deep down he's quite tender. Or, is this pork or beef, this locally sourced sausage? Come on. Anyhow, I was thinking about this. But the problem is, though, that a lot of humans tend to actually absorb a lot of chemicals from the environment. You know, the chemicals we put around us actually mean that we wouldn't pass food standards. We're unfit to eat. So really, I think what you'd be looking at is, you know, sort of up and down Lonsdale Street will actually be, you know, there's a role for the lentil-eating free-range folk, you know. Organic free-range lefties on the menu. Instead of pulled pork, you could have stripped hippie on a bed of curried dreadlock. Anyhow, I was thinking this quietly to myself and having a bit of a chuckle in my own brain about this. And my wife turns to me and says, "Darling, I'm so tired. Shall we just have Chinese tonight?"